Hi, good morning. Happy Sunday. Trying to give y'all a better view so that you're not just catching the dog backside view that I see. My name is djshannonc. I am out taking a walk with my dogs this morning before I head to my next gig. Hold up, I'll flip me around really quick. Hey, guess what though, y'all? I look crazy, so reserve your judgment, all right? Hi, good morning. How are you guys doing today? It is beautiful Sunday here in Tampa, Florida. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I am up, getting ready. Well, I'm walking my dogs now, and then I gotta go to Orlando where I'm playing another retail gig at Mall of Millennia today. Dude, they were trying to get me to do another one after that, but I'm so tired. I can't do anything else. It's the other DJ thing you had to do, the second one. It was good. I had, what did I do yesterday? The second one was J. Crew at the Tampa Premium Outlets, and they were actually really nice. It was air conditioned. The only thing that was awful about that gig is that any kind of load into premium outlets is always terrible, and especially this one because it's so crowded. So I've got my great big 100-pound cart of stuff, and all these people everywhere won't move. I practically have to run people over to get where I need to get. Or if anything falls off my cart, people are more likely to Snapchat me than to help me pick it up. So, I always hate the load in because it reminds me how much people disappoint me. But other than that, it was really good. I had a good time. And he's awesome. Let's talk about though. You say nice pit. So I had those 2 gigs yesterday, y'all. Let me just tell you this little story real quick. Had those 2 gigs yesterday, and my first one was at 5:30 in the morning. So I went out with these guys at 4:30 before I left. And then I drove over to my first gig, and then I drove over to my second gig. And I sent a friend of mine to check on my dogs midway through because I was going to have 15 hours in between one walk and the other, and that's just too much. So he walks them, and then I get this text, and mind you, I'm just into the beginning of the first or the second show, and you know what they said? He says, "Hate to alarm you, friend, but your big guy got diarrhea all over your house. Sorry. It's really bad." Oh man. And so like I said, I'm 1 hour into this 4-hour show that's another hour away from my house. And I'm like, well, dude, I don't expect you to clean it up because I know it's rough. This is a really side note. That's the thing about pit bulls. If you have ever owned a pit bull, in my experience with pit bulls, you get one of 2 problems. You either get pit bulls who have skin trouble, they get this stuff that looks like mange, and it's not mange, but their hair falls out and their skin's really sensitive. I have a good friend of mine who has a blue nose, and his blue nose is like that. In fact, probably almost everybody I've known with a blue tends to get those kind of problems. And then the problems that I have experienced with my red is that he has stomach problems. Ever since he was a little baby, there would be night times I would come home from work and he would be sitting in his crate, and it would be, oh, hold up, there's a kayaker this morning. Where is this? No, pit bulls don't eat people. Ridiculous. Don't be stupid. If people are, hold up. Oh, someone was fishing out here. They left their bait. Hold up, around to show you. Phone's actually, there we go. So someone had wine on the dock this morning and fishing bait. And there's a guy way over there. So anyway, long story short, I had to come home to a house covered in dog poo. And I'm not talking solid dog poo, because my big guy is really good. He never goes to the bathroom in the house unless it's one of these things. So I would say probably twice a year I get to experience, the cleanup. And let me just tell you, I have become a master of getting blood and feces out of white carpet. So if you need to know how to do that, I want to just say that spray OxyClean is your best friend forever, and get you a scrub brush. And if you put enough oomph into it, it'll come out. So that was my night last night. I got home from my 2 shows, and I was so tired, and I really just wanted to go to bed. But what happened? I got to clean my house. Now, the positive side of that is that I really wanted to clean my house before I went on my trip anyway, and I leave tomorrow for Las Vegas. What happened? Why did his stomach just gets upset sometimes. It just has always been this way. Whether I want to say that maybe it has to do with anxiety, because, well, no, that's not true, because when I work from home, there's days where it happens and I just happen to be home and can let him out. So other times where I'm not home and I can't let him out, that's just what happens. It sucks. But anyway, long story short, I got to clean my house for like 4 hours last night, and now my house is clean. So I'll be coming back from Vegas to a clean house. That's cool. So hey guys, let me talk to you really quick about this scope. We're going to a little spot to sit down. Let me talk to you really quick about my thoughts this morning, because I wanted to just throw a quick reminder, stuff I forget all the time. Man, we have got to take time to pour into ourselves. That's my reminder to you today, right? Like for me right now, I am so exhausted. I mean, I've done like 4 or 5 or 6 shows in the past 5 in the past like 3 days. I also had a show every single day this week. And again, I'm not mad. It's a great thing. I mean, to be busy, and especially to be busy in my line of work. But you know, after a while, you start to get really tired. And for me personally, I find that when I'm getting really tired, it's hard for me to serve my clients, my friends, everybody at the level I usually do. Like when I get really tired, I'm not always the nicest. My temper gets a little quicker. I tend to be a little sharper with people, you know, and that's never really good for business. So, like, thank goodness J. Crew was really sweet yesterday. They were really nice. I do crate him sometimes, but the problem is if he gets explosive diarrhea in his crate, which has happened many times, then I come home to a dog in the crate covered in all of that, and the crate filled with it, and all of the carpet around covered in it, because it's like he sticks his butt against the edge of the crate or something. I'm really not sure. And then the trouble is, how do I get him from the crate to the tub? Because I know as soon as I open the crate, he's going to shake, and then it's going to be on my walls. So that's... the little guy still gets crated, but you know. But if you're just joining me, I'm a professional DJ. I'm also a business owner, and so yeah. Where I was going with, I'm coming back out here to the dock because it's pretty. I'm gonna flip you back around so you can see pretty while I talk. See, I love it out here in the morning. It's just beautiful. Yeah, you to the on the walls, right? So anyway, what I was saying is that you've got to take the time to pour into yourself, to nurture yourself. So for example, I've had this ridiculous show schedule. It's been so crazy. And thankfully, I just keep telling myself, just make it through to Monday, just make it through to Monday. Because on Monday, I hop on a plane and I go to Las Vegas for a week where I'm just going to hang out. You know, I've got some networking to do, and I've got some stuff to see and some people to talk to. But for the most part, I'm just going to hang out because I'm tired, and I really need to take some time to pour into myself so I can come back and serve my clients, my friends, my family, and everybody from the best place that I can. Because guess what, guys? Like when you're so tired and run down, you haven't even taken time really for yourself, you can't serve your best into anybody else. I mean, how are you going to pour from an empty cup? You know, I wish I could go for a swim, y'all, but I actually have to leave very shortly. So, also, I probably wouldn't swim in this water just because there's a lot of runoff that happens here, and I don't know what all kind of stuff is down in there. Not as far as the wildlife, but more so as far as the bacteria and, you know, maybe. I like to swim in the ocean if I'm going to swim in that kind of water because I feel like the salt cancels out all that is gross. So, anyway, so like I was saying, guys, make sure you take the time to pour into yourself. For example, these walks that I take in the morning with my guys, like they've already gone to the bathroom. I can take them back inside. But we come out here. Hey, don't eat that. Look at it. Someone left turkey on the set. Oh, my goodness. You see this right now? He's like, but Mom, it's right there. Can't I have it? You see? But I don't know what that is. It's like suspect lunch meat or something. No, honey, you cannot have it. I just came home to you being sick yesterday. You not eating that and coming home to me having you be sick again today. That's not going to happen. Nope. Sorry, baby. I'll give you something when we get to the house. And you know how I talk to them like they talk back to me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just the relationship I have with my dogs. So, yeah, you're welcome. Like, my dogs are one of the things I do to pour into myself. I mean, granted, things like last night don't help me any. And, I get home last night, and I see all of that, and I think to myself, man, I missed the cat-only days, because I've got cats, too. And back in the day when it was just cats, like, that never happened. You know, you might come home to a hairball, but I can handle a hairball. You know, I cleaned poo out of probably every room in my house. Y'all, it was in the bathtub. It was on the walls of the bathtub. I'm sitting here like, what did you do, dude? Like, what? I want to know what happened in my house yesterday. It just looks like something interesting happened. I don't know. So, Anyway, so I use my dogs to help me pour into myself. You know, I like to spend time in nature and by the water, even if it's just a few minutes in the morning, like right now, because it just helps me recenter. It helps me kind of get to my peaceful place. I mean, I woke up this morning, my back is really bothering me. If you know me personally, you know that I've had a couple bad injuries in my life, and so it makes sometimes when I play, it causes me to hurt, especially after I do a couple gigs in a row or like long gigs. I always come out of those in a pretty high level of pain. So I have to take the time to really nurture myself so that I can be the best that I can be. You know what? They are totally. In fact, I say all the time that I'm a pet mom. People ask me about my kids because I'm in my 30s, and I show them pictures of these two. At the same time, though, I don't have to keep a college fund. I don't have to buy them back to school clothes, and they don't talk back, which is a blessing and a curse, but I think sometimes a blessing. So anyway, but yeah. So guys, like I said, I mean, I'm a really, really, really giving person, and I'm sure a lot of you are. We all want to do things for other people and give to them and so on. And like I said, the hardest thing for me to remember sometimes is that I can't really, give to others in the best way if I'm not taking the time to give to myself first. You know what I mean? That's your little Sunday session for you. Take you to church on that one. You got to pour into yourself first. You have to make sure your cup is filled up first. If you don't, then you can't do what you need to do from the best place. You know what I mean? Like, I function a lot better as a human being when I am rested, when I am emotionally happy, when I feel, at peace and at ease. And I think we all do, So, I see he's on the sly. He's trying to get back over there to that turkey or whatever it is. So anyway, that's just kind of how it is. And I'm glad that you guys, people may answer for that show. Oh, you know what, though? My little dude talks a lot. He's like, da, 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 da. He's one of those little yippy dogs. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first. Amen. And, I've heard people say that particular phrase, you probably are the 10th time, like, this week. And that's one of the reasons it was on my mind to share this little message with you guys this morning, because I keep hearing people say this, and I keep having to remind myself, like, take care of yourself, Shannon. Take care of yourself, because if I don't take care of myself, who's taking care of me? And it's the same for you guys, right? We're so busy out here trying to take care of everybody else, trying to make sure our partner is happy, trying to make sure our boss is happy, trying to make sure everybody's happy. But tell me something. Who's making sure that you are happy? That's your job. Do that. Do that. You got to make sure you're taken care of, right? Because if not, who's going to do it? It's no one else's job but your job to make sure you're taken care of. So make sure that you think about that, y'all. And I'm going to show you my two dudes again. If you have not been on my scopes before, the white one is Asher. He is a 4-year-old short-leg Jack Russell. Sorry about the pea shot there. The big guy is Atlas. And Atlas is a 6-year-old red-nosed pit bull terrier. And they are awesome. Dogs can definitely, they're very complex personalities. I mean, cats are too, but yeah, they can definitely get attitudes. In fact, not this guy, but my last Jack Russell. If he didn't like the person I was dating, he would pee on their head or on their pillow while they were sleeping. And I'm sure you guys can can guess that didn't do me any kind of favors when it came to like partners. That's nobody likes that. So yeah, they can be bratty when they want to be. But all right, guys, listen, I got to get back inside. I got to get on to this gig. I appreciate you all hanging out with me this morning. Hi, good morning, Vegas. I see you. Hi, Mo. And you don't have your friend with you. Have a good day. Sorry about that, y'all. That's a neighbor of mine. He and I actually worked together when I was a trainer at J.P. Morgan Chase in my old corporate job. So it's always fun for me to see him now because it's like being reminded of someone from my past life, because life as an entrepreneur is not the same at all. Hold on. There's Stephanie. Oh, thank you guys. Atlas, I know you want to say Atlas again. Hold up. And by the way, Vegas, go back and watch the replay so you can listen to what Atlas did to me last night, because you need to know. Dirty, did you hear? Were you there for that? Were you there for that when that lady came over and was like, the song is saying dirty bitch? And I'm like, no, honey, it's saying dirty bit. The title is Dirty Bit, and it's a clean version. Did you hear that? Oh my God, that was craziness. I mean, I tried to deal with that the best way I could. And I was looking at her like, lady, I'm sorry. I promise you I'm a professional. I'm not going to play a bunch of obscene stuff at your family function. That's why I get booked the way I get booked, because I know the difference. But that's cool, you know. So I took the song off anyway, just because I was standing there like mind blown, like, is this happening right now? Dirty bit. Make sure that you say that all the time. Anytime that you, in fact, you know what? I think probably my Periscope, my Perry squad, I'm going to have you type dirty bit in the comments when I pop on now, so I know that you're with me. Oh my God, it was craziness. What is my business? DJing. So outside of DJing, this is all I do. I'm an entrepreneur also, and 2016 you can look for a couple digital projects or products from me, such as a course on how to digital DJ and another course on how to digital DJ for business, so that you can do it for a living like I do. So that's kind of what I do. There's Atlas for you again, looking handsome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, they were stressing. Yeah. Don't let you say this. Oh, that would have been a good song to play for them. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. By the way, did anybody, when they ever heard that song, think it was Suspect? Do y'all know what song I'm talking about? It's Elton John and someone remind me of who else? Elton John and George Michael. And the name of the song was Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. And I'm thinking to myself, like, is this some kind of coming out reference that I don't get? I don't know. It's so obvious, but it's not. Anyway, random for you. By the way, I love Elton John and George Michael, and I have zero problem with gay people. I actually like gay people. Gay people. Why I say gay people? Whatever. Do what you want to do, by the way. So I was just thinking, since someone said that about Sun Go Down on Me, that made me think of that song, and I always kind of thought, what is up with that song? Oh my goodness. Well, guys, listen, I got to go back inside. I got to get ready for the show. Thank you for hanging out. Listen, Florida Mall, I will broadcast from there if I can. I'm going to be in Macy's today. They have a VIP event, but I feel like their reception is really bad, so we'll just do the best we can. That's why I didn't broadcast from the second one yesterday, because it's terrible, the reception inside the Tampa premium outlets. In fact, I had a couple of the employees yesterday told me that they think they did that on purpose so that they couldn't use their phones. I've never dirty bitch. Never thought. No, I mean, it might be a reference. In fact, I think that's what its song is about. I definitely think that dirty bit is just short way to say dirty bitch, because notoriously artists will say bit instead of bitch to keep their content clean but still have the reference. Because again, you know, so it could be, but I've played that song in many a retailer, and it's never been a problem. That's cool though, no worries. We had a really good time. So listen, y'all, I've got people out here looking at me like I'm nuts, and I really need to take myself inside and get ready for the show. I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all of the hearts.